In this video, let us solve another interesting topic, or let us analyze another interesting topic, that is bubble sort. Bubble sort. So, how do we analyze it, sir? Let us solve and let us sort a list by using this bubble sort so that we can get to know how the technique will be. After, based on the technique, we can analyze and write the code so that it will be very easy to us to understood. So let me take a list: 9, 6, 4, 5, 1. So let me take, this is my list. Let me consider this as my list. Now, how this bubble sort will work, sir? How this bubble sort will work is, first, its aim is to just move the current largest element to the last. So whatever the largest element till now, it just want to move to last. So what is the largest element now? 9. So by just swapping adjacent elements, it just, in the bubble sort, it want to move to last. How do I move my current largest element to the last index? So you can analyze and tell me, how can I move my current largest element to last? So let me check with current first two elements. So let me check with current first two elements. Can I start from starting so that I cannot miss any largest element? I'll start from here. I'll start from starting index and let me check it with the adjacent element. So let me check it with adjacent element. Whether adjacent element is greater than the current element or not. If it is greater, since, let us see with the current first two elements. Now you can tell me whether 9 is greater than 6. Yeah, since 9 is greater than 6, 9 must be in right side and 6 must be in left side. So do I need to swap these? Yeah. So 6 must be left side and 9 must be right side, and the remaining elements I'll put as it is. In one step, I can swap only one element. I can swap only two elements, right? So I just swapped only two elements, that is 9 as well as 6, you can say. Now I again do the same thing. I just want to compare these two elements now. Since the first two elements got swapped, now I just want to check with the next two elements. So after checking the next two elements, 9 and 4, you can tell me 9 and 4, are they in correct order? The lesser element will be left side and larger element will be in right side. No, right? So I again need to swap this so that 4 comes here and 9 comes here. I want, how I want finally result as, I want my result as ascending order sorted list. Ascending order sorted list I want in final. By after sorting my list by using bubble sort, I want my list as ascending order sorted list. Now I just seen these two elements and just checked whether the first element is greater than second or not. Since it is not in correct order, I just rearranged this. Now you can see These two are also in not in same order, correct order. That is less. Least element must be left side and largest element must be in right side. So since they are not in correct order, do I need to swap them? Yeah, I need to swap them. So here I want to put 4 and in next I want to put what? I want to put 9. So I'm just putting 9. Now I put remaining elements as it is 5, 1. So now let us continue with the same. Let me ask you a thing, that is the same problem. Let us check with the next two elements 9 and 5. 9 and 5. Among these, what is greater? 9 is greater than 5. So since it is not in correct order, I just again need to swap this, or else I just again need to replace 9 by 5 and 5 by 9. So let's write the list after doing that. So 6, 4, and here I need to get 5 after swapping and comma. What I need to get 9, and I just place my another thing is same as it is. Now the adjacent two elements got swapped. Now I again need to check with next two elements. So in these two elements, whether they are present in correct order or not. No. So I again need to swap these elements. So to swap this 6, 4, 5 and 1 I need to get here and comma I need to get 9 here. So you can observe this. You can observe from this. My largest element in the my first largest element in the list got get to the last index. Is it? My largest element in the list was just sorted to the last index. So I just started from first index and checked first two elements are correct order or not. And then I again checked with the next two elements. I again checked with the next two elements. I again checked with the next two elements and swapped till last index. So during completion of first list whole iteration, what I have completed, I have just sorted my largest index in the list to last index. Is it? So let's say this is my list. I just sorted so that my largest element got inserted at my last index. Only my largest element got inserted at last index. Is it done? Yeah. Now, for how I need to perform the same thing to get the second largest element till here in second largest index and third largest element to here and fourth largest to here and fifth largest to here. So somewhat I need to perform the same, somehow I need to perform the same logic to get like this. So let us do this as well. So currently I'm having my list as 6, 4, 5, 1, 9. Since 9 is already sorted, do I need again to sort this? No. So since 9 is sorted, I don't even need to sort it again. So I'll make it as fixed. So 9 is fixed, let me say. 9, I don't need to sort it again. I just need to sort these elements now so that I need to get my largest element to here. In this, I just need to sort so that I need to get the largest element to the last at one's position. So let us do the same thing. Let us compare 6 and 4. You can tell me whether 6 and 4 are present in correct order or not. No, right? Since 4 must present in the left side and 6 must present in the right side, do I need to swap them? Yeah. 4 must comes at first and then I need to get 6. So 4 and 6 got swapped. So now remaining elements I'll put as it is 5, 1. I'll put 9 as it is. I'm not changing 9. So now first two elements got checked and swapped based on their positions. Now I need to check again next two elements and swap based on their requirement. So now I just left over 4 and left over. Now let us check 6 and 5. Is 6 and 5 are in the correct order or in reverse order? Since 6 and 5 are not in correct order, 6 is greater than 5. Do I need to swap 6 with 5? Yeah. So 5 comes first and then 6 need to become second. And simply I'll put and the elements in the same order. I'm not changing the another elements. I'm just changed 6 and 5 because they need to change because they are not in correct order. I'm just changing them. So now let us move on with next. Let us check with the next thing. So 4, I don't need to check. 5, I'll place as it is. Now, since these two are checked, now I need to check 6 and 1. Now you can tell me whether 6 and 1 are in correct order. No. So 1 must comes first and 6 must comes next. So I need to arrange them in that order. And the next element 9, I don't change the order. So remaining elements I put as it is and I just changed the order of next elements. So up till now, I just need to sort and next if I compare also the order will be correct. So I don't need to swap. Now you can see my second largest element got to its original place, right? Yeah. So in this first time, my largest element of my list got sorted. In the second time, what happens? My second largest got sorted. If I perform the same thing again, what happens is my third largest element got reached to here. So again, let us write the same thing. 4, 5, 1, 6, and 9. Since 6 and 9 are sorted, since 6 and 9 are already sorted, I don't need to sort it again. I just need to check before elements. Like first 4 and 5 I need to check. Now you can tell me 4 and 5 are in correct order or not. Since 4 is smaller than 5, 4 must come before than 5. So I don't need to change the order. So I'm just writing the same thing. Now I just compared 4 and 5. So let me make it as red color. Now, what are the elements do I need to check? Now I need to check 5 and 1. Check whether they are in correct order. No. 1 comes first and 5 need to come next because 1 is smaller than 5. 1 needs to come before 5. So I need to swap them. Do I need to swap them? Yeah. So 4, 1, 5. I just compared the two elements and then swapped them. So now let us put the fixed one in yellow color. And now I just compared these two and swapped the largest element to the order however I require. So now you can see my third largest is again sorted. Even in the next steps, you can check with these two, they're in correct order, so no swapping happens. So these two are in correct order, so no swapping happens. So this is how in first time my first largest element got placed at last index, and in second time my second largest got placed at second last index, and in third time my third largest got placed at my third largest index, last third index. Now let us see with another another step, so that another largest got swapped to the to its position. So these three are already sorted. So I need to sort only these two elements left over now. So just compare these two elements and tell me whether the left element is the left and right elements are correctly arranged in ascending order. No, since smaller element comes first and larger element comes next in ascending order. But here our smaller element, that is one, comes next and larger element comes before. I need to swap these elements to get ascending order. So I compared 1 and 4 and I just swapped 1 and 4 because they are not in correct order, and I put the remaining elements in same order. So now you can see my whole list got sorted after swapping these two elements. So you can see after swapping these two elements, what happens? My whole list got sorted. This is the sorted list what I want after sorting. So this is the resultant list. This is the resultant list. You can say after sorting. After sorting, you can see this is in ascending order. Yeah. So this is how the bubble sort works. In this bubble sort, what we have performed till now is I just compared adjacent first two elements. I just compared and check whether they are in ascending order or not. If the elements are not in ascending order, then what I have done, I just swapped. I just checked first two elements. Since they are not in ascending order, I just swapped in ascending order, so that my largest element will be in the right side and my smallest element will be in the left side. So in this way they are swapped. And now I just compared with the next two elements and just swapped in ascending order. And now again I just compared the next two elements, whether they are not present in ascending order, then I swapped and make arrange those two into correct order, correct ascending order. And again I compared next two elements and just swapped to get ascending order. So in this way I got my largest element to last. You can see, you can observe my largest element to last in first time iterating my list. In the similar way, my second largest got sorted after my second iteration. In the similar way, my third largest got sorted in my third iteration. In the similar way, my fourth largest got sorted after my fourth iteration of whole list. My fourth element got sorted. In the similar way, let me ask you a generalized question that if I have, if I have, so if I have, if I have n elements, in a list, if I have n elements in a list, then how many times do I need to do this process so that whole list got sorted? So to sort one element, largest element, I need one step. One time I need to iterate whole list. To sort second element, I need to iterate second time. I need to iterate once again my whole list so that I can arrange my second largest to second last. So in this way, I have n elements in a list, and how many times do I need to sort so that I I'll get sorted my n elements. Then n times I need to do the same thing. I need to do the same thing. What I'm doing, the thing is that I'm just iterating over my list and just swapping the largest element to the last. That is the thing that I'm doing. So that same thing that I need to do n times to swap, or else to make a list of n elements got sorted. So to sort a list of n elements, I just need to do n times the same thing. What is the thing? I just need to arrange the largest element to the last by comparing adjacent two elements and arrange those two elements in ascending order. This is how we perform bubble sort. So this is the technique. Now let us see with how do we write the code for it. So let us analyze what what happens in this first time. What do I did in this? I did is that I just arranged the largest element to last index. So I just moved my largest element to the last index. How it was moved? So it was moved by comparing first two elements at first, and then next two elements, and then next two elements. In the similar way, last two elements. In this way, I just compared from starting till ending two elements, two elements, two elements, like that. So to compare in that way, so what I'm doing here, I'm just so what I'm doing here, I'm just comparing. What I'm doing is I'm just comparing. I am just comparing first, comparing two elements. So I'm just comparing two elements from my list and sorting them in ascending order So to compare two elements in a list, what I need to do, I need to pick them at first. So I need to pick them at first. So how do you pick, sir? How do you pick and compare first two elements? So let us see how to pick. How to pick, how to pick two elements. So how to pick two elements at a time. How to pick two elements at a time and repeat the same process. Repeat the same process. So how to pick two elements. So how to pick two elements repeatedly, and so how to pick two elements repeatedly is the question. So you can see here picking repeatedly. Whenever you encounter this problem, you need to remember the loops. We are performing the same action repeatedly. At that time, we'll go for loops. We have multiple loops. We have for loop in Python, as well as we have while loop in Python, and we have nested loops also as well. We have for loop as well as while loop. We can have nested loops as well. We have do while as well in Python. So let us move on with for loop. So I just want to pick two elements. First, I need to pick these two elements, and then I need to pick these two elements. I need to pick these two elements, and I need to pick these two elements. To pick in this way, first I need to pick base. Let me say, can I pick by using indexes? Yeah, I'll pick by using indexes. So first index is 0 and second index is 2, third index is 2, fourth index is 3 and fifth index is 4. So how to pick these two elements? So let me take, if I am present here, can I take this as current element and this as previous element? Yeah. So in this way, when I am here, I can able to pick the last two elements, the first two elements. So now to pick the next two elements, how can I pick? If I know this next index, then I can pick these two elements. Yeah. So how to pick next two elements? If I move to next index, if I am here in this third index, can I pick this 5 and the previous index list element? Yeah. If I move from third index to fourth index, can I pick the two, the current element and previous element? Yeah. So I just need to move from here till here. That means I just need to move from 1 till 4. In this case, I just need to move from 1 till 4 indexes. So let me say my index will move in range of 1 till 4. Since there are 4 elements, since there are 5 elements, I just move till 4. If I want to move till 4, I need to put it 4 plus 1. So that is nothing but 5. So what do you are saying? So to move from, since you have 5 elements, to move from 1 till 5, 1 till 4, you are using 1 till 5. So this is, since this is only length is 4, length is 5, we are using this. If we have length greater than 5, or else you can say my length of my list is n. You can say my length of my list is present in length of list variable. So length of list is present in length of list variable. In this case, can I use here as length of list? Yeah. So to move till last, I can move length of list to get the last. So let me say my list will be, so let me say my list will be this. So stored here in LST, and my length of list will be stored in length of list variable. So I want to move from starting till ending of my list. So each and every time, if I am at first index, I need to pick this element and this element. Now I need to check, and if they are not in ascending order, I need to sort them in ascending order. How this is done? So this is done by picking the current element and previous element. How do I pick the current element? So list of current index will provide me the current element. How do I get the previous element? List of 1 will provide me the 6. How do I get this? How do I get this previous element? I'll get this previous element by taking list of this. My current index is 1. To get the previous index, I need to subtract my index by 1 to get the previous index. So list of this previous index will provide me the previous element. Now what I need to do, sir, is I need to check the previous element is greater than current element or not. So if previous element is greater than current element. So why you are checking, sir? Why you are checking previous element is greater than current element? Because for my sorting in ascending order, previous element must be less than current element so that I do not need to sort. Whenever previous element is greater than current element, then I must need to sort them. So I must need to sort them. So what is sorting, sir? I must need to swap them so that they got sorted. So previous element is greater than current element. In this case, what I need to do, sir? I just need to swap them. To swap them, so list of this index will provide me. I just need to swap list of this index and list of index minus 1, that is previous index, as so list of index minus 1. So I need to move list of index minus 1, that is nothing but previous index element. I need to move to current index, and for previous index I need to move my current index element of my list. So in this way I can move, this is my current index and this is my previous element index. I'm just moving my previous element index to current index element and current index element to previous index element. In this way I can move it. So the two elements got swapped. So what this done, sir? What this whole code will do, sir? Up to now what we have did, we just sorted, we just checked from 1 till 4 and sorted adjacent elements based on ascending order. So if you do so, what happens is the first largest element got sorted to last. So the first largest element got sorted to last. So in this way, I want to sort, I just sorted only one element. If I want to sort n items, then what I need to do? I need to perform the same thing n times. So let us see the same thing. So to perform the same operation n times, so let us say OPR be the operations in range of how many times do I need to perform length of list, that is nothing but how much the length of the list, that many times I need to perform my operation so that my all elements in my list got swapped. So this is the thing you need to see, you need to do. That's it. Now your whole list got sorted. In this way, the bubble sort, by using the bubble sort, you can sort the whole list. So let us try to run and check this code on our PyCharm platform. I'm just copying this code. Yeah, copied. So let me paste my code here and just after performing this, let me print my list and check whether it is working or not. So you can see whatever the list that I have provided got sorted here and printed as my output. So in this way, we can sort by using bubble sort. We can even decrease the time by, since first element got fixed in first operation, first element got fixed, last element got fixed. In second operation, last second element got fixed. In third operation, last third element got fixed. So we don't need again to sort them. So we can even stop comparing those elements by putting here minus what we are storing here, operation. So operation in first time it will no elements got sorted, right? So operation will be in first time range will provide me 0 and operations got stored 0. Second time 1 got stored, third time 2 got stored. In that way first time it will be 0, right? So no elements got sorted. I need to check from 1 till length of the list. In second time what happens is in operations in OPR variable 1 got stored. So since one element of my list got sorted, I don't need to check and swap them again. So I can put list minus OPR will provide me, will reduce me like length of list minus 1, that is nothing but n minus 1. In that way also it got swapped. So let us provide some more inputs to it, so that let us check whether they got sorted or not. So let me provide some random inputs. So you can see my all elements got sorted in this bubble sort. So simple, very simple thing. We just got sorting. In first operation, we are sorting the first largest element to last, and in second operation, I'm just sorting my second largest to second last. In that way, if I'm having my list n length list, then I'm sorting my n elements in n operations. For that, we are used n operations, and each and every time I'm picking first two elements and sorting, and next two elements sorting, and next two elements checking whether they are in ascending order or not. If they are not in ascending order, I again sorting them, and in the similar way I'm sorting whole my list. This is the thing happens. I hope this video is understandable to you. To make it more understandable, must track how the process happens by using the same example, or else you can take another example and do same thing. However, I explained the same way, you can explain yourself and do the same thing in notepad, or else wherever the platform you have, or else in book and pen and paper, book with pen and paper. I hope this video is understandable to you, and try to code it and execute it, so that you can able to understand where you struck it, and you can able to perform the same logic in another way as well, in wherever the exam comes. I hope this video is understandable to you. You can even apply this logic to another question if needed. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you like our video, please comment, so that it will be more suggestible to other audience as well. So thanks for watching. Let us see you in next video. Until then, bye bye.